In a world where medical breakthroughs often seem like something out of science fiction, there's one woman whose story stands as a testament to the incredible power of human cells. Meet Henrietta Lacks, a name that might not ring a bell for many, but whose immortal legacy has transformed the landscape of modern medicine. Imagine this. Cells taken from her cervix without her knowledge in 1951 have been multiplying in laboratories ever since, contributing to groundbreaking discoveries in cancer research, vaccine development, and more. But who was Henrietta Lacks, and what led to the remarkable revolution sparked by her cells? Henrietta Lacks, born Loretta Pleasant on August 1, 1920 in Roanoke, Virginia, had a childhood marked by hardship and labor. Raised in a rural setting, she found herself helping with farm chores from a tender age. Losing her mother at just 4 years old, Henrietta was thrust into a world of responsibility. Her family, facing challenges, relocated to Clover, Virginia, where she lived with her paternal grandfather. Life in Clover revolved around the tobacco fields, and Henrietta, like many children of the time, worked alongside her family in the arduous task of farming. Despite facing adversity, Henrietta managed to attend school up to the 6th grade before leaving to support her family financially. In the early 1940s, Henrietta's life took a significant turn when she moved to Turner Station, Maryland with her husband David Day Lacks and their growing family. The move was prompted by promises of better opportunities, but challenges awaited them in their new home. Despite the struggles, Henrietta and her husband persevered, working hard to build a life for themselves and their children. Henrietta's life took a drastic turn when she sought medical treatment at Johns Hopkins Hospital in January 1951. Complaining of a knot in her womb, she was diagnosed with cervical cancer. What followed was a series of treatments and procedures undertaken without her full understanding or consent. Doctors at Johns Hopkins, including Dr. George Otto Gay, conducted biopsies and collected tissue samples from Henrietta's cervix for research purposes. Little did she know that these samples would lead to groundbreaking discoveries in medical science. The dawn of the HeLa cell revolution was marked by the unwitting experimentation on Henrietta Lacks' cells taken without her consent during her treatment at Johns Hopkins Hospital. Henrietta's cells exhibited remarkable properties that would astound scientists for decades to come. Dubbed HeLa cells, they displayed an unprecedented ability to rapidly multiply and achieve immortality, defying the natural lifespan of human cells. Dr. George Otto Gay, a physician and cancer researcher at Johns Hopkins, played a pivotal role in recognizing the potential of Henrietta's cells for scientific research. Despite the lack of informed consent, Gay's dedication to advancing medical knowledge led to the cultivation and distribution of HeLa cells to researchers worldwide. This marked the beginning of a revolutionary era in biomedical science, where HeLa cells would become indispensable tools for countless experiments and discoveries, paving the way for breakthroughs in cancer research, virology, and beyond. Henrietta Lacks' health began to deteriorate rapidly following her diagnosis of cervical cancer at Johns Hopkins Hospital. There's so much more beneath the surface of medical news stories, and we're here to dig deeper. If you crave knowledge and want to stay informed about the intricacies of healthcare, our channel is for you. Subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss out on our in-depth analyses. Despite seeking medical attention, her condition was initially misdiagnosed, leading to delays in appropriate treatment. Henrietta's suffering was compounded by the lack of understanding surrounding her illness, highlighting the challenges faced by many patients, particularly within marginalized communities, in accessing adequate health care. Tragically, Henrietta's death in October 1951 did not mark the end of her medical journey. Unbeknownst to her family, her cells were harvested and distributed for research purposes, leading to a new chapter of exploitation in the name of scientific advancement. HeLa cells became an invaluable resource for scientists, fueling countless experiments and discoveries without the knowledge or consent of Henrietta or her loved ones. The commercialization of HeLa cells by biotech companies further underscored the ethical complexities surrounding tissue research and patient consent, leaving Henrietta's family marginalized and unrecognized for their contribution. The case of Henrietta Lacks raises significant ethical and legal concerns regarding informed consent and patient rights in medical research. Henrietta's cells were harvested without her knowledge or consent, highlighting a glaring lack of transparency and respect for individual autonomy within the healthcare system. The legal battle over ownership of cells, exemplified by the John Moore case, further underscores the complexities surrounding tissue research and the commercialization of biological materials. Henrietta's family, despite their unwitting contribution to scientific progress, has received little to no compensation or recognition for her enduring legacy. This glaring injustice exposes systemic disparities in healthcare and underscores the urgent need for greater accountability, transparency, and the equitable treatments of patients and their families in biomedical research endeavors. But what did the public have to say about this? These platforms provided a crucial platform for raising awareness about Henrietta's unwitting contribution to scientific research and the ethical dilemmas surrounding her case. By sharing Henrietta's story with audiences worldwide, media coverage sparked important conversations about patient rights, medical ethics, and the legacy of scientific discovery. Rebecca Skloot's groundbreaking book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, further amplified Henrietta's story and its implications for medical ethics and justice. Skloot's meticulous research and compassionate storytelling humanized Henrietta and her family, offering readers a poignant glimpse into their lives and struggles. Through Skloot's narrative, readers were confronted with the profound injustices faced by Henrietta and her family, prompting introspection and calls for reform within the scientific and medical communities. In the face of adversity, Henrietta's family has tirelessly advocated for justice and control over her legacy. Despite the lack of compensation and recognition, the Lacks family has remained steadfast in their pursuit of accountability from the institutions and individuals who exploited Henrietta's cells. Their efforts to assert control over Henrietta's story and ensure fair treatment for her descendants exemplify the power of grassroots advocacy and the enduring quest for dignity and justice in the face of exploitation. The intersection of public awareness and family advocacy has fueled a movement to honor Henrietta Lacks' legacy and address the systemic injustices that persist in medical research. Through their resilience and determination, Henrietta's family continues to shape the discourse surrounding patient rights, informed consent, and equitable treatment in biomedical science, leaving an indelible mark on the quest for ethical and equitable healthcare practices. In a recent development, Henrietta Lacks' family has filed a lawsuit against biotech companies, seeking justice for the unauthorized commercialization of her cells. This action comes almost 2 weeks after Lacks' descendants settled litigation with another biotech company that had allegedly profited from the cells, despite knowing that they were extracted without her consent. However, terms of litigation were not revealed. This legal action underscores the ongoing struggle for recognition and compensation faced by Henrietta's descendants in light of her invaluable contributions to medical research. Her immortal HeLa cells remain indispensable tools for studying diseases, developing treatments, and understanding fundamental biological processes. From the development of vaccines to the exploration of cancer therapies, Henrietta's cells have paved the way for countless discoveries that have transformed healthcare and saved lives. As researchers continue to harness the power of HeLa cells, Henrietta's enduring impact on medical science remains undeniable. Amidst ongoing developments, there are growing calls for greater awareness and ethical standards in biomedical research, spurred by Henrietta Lacks' story and the broader conversation surrounding patient rights and consent. Advocates and scholars alike emphasize the importance of informed consent, transparency, and equitable treatment in all facets of medical research. By elevating public awareness and advocating for ethical reforms, stakeholders seek to uphold the dignity and rights of patients while fostering a culture of integrity and accountability within the scientific community. As society grapples with complex ethical dilemmas, Henrietta Lacks' legacy serves as a poignant reminder of the need to prioritize human rights and ethical considerations in the pursuit of scientific progress. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below, and your voice matters, and here it's heard. Subscribe and join the conversation. Share your thoughts, suggest topics, and let's explore the stories that matter most to you together. Your next comment might just spark our next investigation. Subscribe and let's engage.